and welcome to this very special edition of Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz. We're here at the Sports Complex in Islamabad. We're here at the MUSHAF Squash Complex where the Chief of the Air Staff International Squash Tournament is taking place in Islamabad in Pakistan. We're having men's event and women's events as well. We're having a bowl of a game for squash as well. We've got great participating countries as well. We have Egypt, we've got Hong Kong, we've got Pakistan as well. We've got so many players coming from different countries as well in both the men's and the women's categories. It's being powered obviously by Serena Hotels, who've been a great sponsor for squash alongside Pakistan Air Force as well, who have always supported the concept of squash in Pakistan, and they've been responsible for bringing laurels inside the country as well. We're going to be talking to some players as well, some staff as well, and of course the management as well, and bringing to you the real-time experience of squash in Pakistan and how these players feel like coming in Pakistan as well, and what our local boys are doing, how motivated they are to bringing, winning laurels to the country as well. Now I've got an international player with me, Mohammad Rida, who's here from Egypt, and we're going to ask him how it feels like being in Pakistan and what he thinks about our local players as well. Right, Rida, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Right, how do you feel, first of all, being in Pakistan, being part of this international competition?
It's always good to be in Pakistan. This is like my 10th or 11th time. So it always feels like home, and it's always to be part of the tournament, and everything is going great, and so far.
What do you think about the tournament? You know, more tournaments like this. It's good to see all regional players coming together, because obviously squash is a game which has been very important to these countries as well.
Yeah, the tournament is hosting a lot of players from different countries, from Europe, from Egypt, from Hong Kong, so from Pakistani players, of course. So it's good that everyone is here and everyone is. The organization is going really well. Everything is going really fine. So it's good to be part of it, and so far everything's so good.
And what do you think about the Pakistani players? Do you see them giving you good competition as well in the tournament?
Actually, yeah, for the past few tournaments, you can see that there is a lot of improvement, and there is Taib, there is Asim, there is a lot of other players, there is Farhan. So all of them are doing great in the tournament. So it's good to be here and play against them.
And what about squash at grassroots levels? We talk a lot about youngsters playing squash as well. What advice would you like to give them as well?
I think it's here in Pakistan, there is a very good atmosphere to play squash. So it's just a matter of training hard every day, being being committed to playing, and just going to training every day. Because once, like here, you have all the facilities, like squash courts, coaches, everything is available here. So it's good. Just to take advantage of this, everyone.
And squash in Egypt, you've been producing some fabulous international players of the current era as well. How is squash in Egypt right now?
Squash in Egypt right now is doing great, and actually there is 6 out of the top 10 in the world are Egyptians, and almost 8 out of the top 20 or 9 out of the top 20. So it's going great actually right now, and hopefully it keeps going this way.
Right, thank you so much, Mohammad.
Thank you.
Right now I've got with me Amna Fayaz, who's the national junior champion of squash in Pakistan, and obviously she's achieving a lot at international levels as well. She just won her game just a short while back as well, so congratulations to her, but we're going to ask her. Right, Amna, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Congratulations, first of all, for your victory.
Thank you.
Right, tell me about your career up till now.
I'm in the top 120s in the PSA World Rankings, and I've played a lot of tournaments in Pakistan. Most PSA a bit few, but mostly national championships. And I'm glad that they're having this type of tournaments. We junior players, we get more exposure and we get matches just so that our ranking can increase.
Right.
That's really good for the upcoming generation of squash.
Right, what do you think about squash and these kinds of tournaments in Pakistan? Obviously, because we have been, we've got a golden era of squash behind us.
Exactly.
Now we're trying to achieve the same thing again. How important is it to play these international tournaments with some very experienced international players?
As you've seen, we've got a lot of international players coming over to Pakistan, which is huge. And we get to see matches that I don't think we'll ever thought that we'll get to see such good matches in Pakistan. And it's really a great learning experience. We learn a lot, and we get the confidence to go to this next level of squash that we're trying to achieve.
And if we talk about girls playing squash in particular in Pakistan, that's not something we see very often, right? What are the difficulties involved in that, and how do you think, what message would you like to give to all those young girls who want to take up squash?
If Pakistan has legends like Jahangir Khan and Jan Sher Khan, I don't think the women in Pakistan are any less. We do have the talent, we do have the God-gifted things in us, but what we lack is confidence, exposure, financial aid. That is what we lack. And so if the federation keeps on supporting us, you know, they have more tournaments like these, I have no doubt that Pakistan will be on the top again, and the women as well.
Right, thank you so much, Amna.
Thank you.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thanks. Now we've got one of our fabulous players who's here from Iran. Her name is Arzu, and she's representing Iran in this international tournament as well. Arzu, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Arzu from Iran.
Right, how do you feel, first of all, being in Pakistan, being involved in this tournament?
Actually, it's not my first time at Pakistan. It's the 5th time I came to Pakistan. I actually participate at all of the tournaments which held in Pakistan because I really enjoy my time here.
Right, what do you think about these kinds of tournaments for squash players like yourself?
Actually, it's very good for me because we don't have lots of PSA tournaments a country around us, and it's a very good opportunity for me to come here to get points also and enjoy my time. And there are really great players here. I can watch great tournaments and great matches between the foreign players, so it's really good for me to come.
Tell us about squash in Iran. Is it followed very much? What is the following like for squash in Iran?
It's going to be better and better every day, but I think it's not very the progress is not very too fast, and I think we need good coaches from other countries to get improved. But really, they try to be better in the world. I wish them to be in the top level of the squash.
Right, and not just men's players, women players are also coming up in squash, especially you coming from Iran, representing Iran as well. So that means there's a lot of talent in the women's side as well.
Actually, it's just me who participated at the tournaments. There aren't any other players. There were just one player. She immigrated to France, and unfortunately, because the economic situation is a bit hard right now in my country, and it's just only me who participate. But there are 3-4 boys who come and participate at the PSA tournament.
Right, thank you, Arzu, and best of luck for the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Right, now I have with me the gladiator of Pakistan squash. I want to call him that because he is the real true champion, and he's been behind all of these players and these successful tournaments as well. I have with me Group Captain Tahir Sultan, who is of course the Secretary of the Pakistan Squash Federation, and like I said, the real gladiator behind these tournaments as well. Sir, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you very much for using this word, but believe me, this is not at all for me. I am a very humble, down-to-earth person. Gladiators are whom you can see they are in the courts performing right now.
So you can't hide everything from me. I've seen you up close and I've been following your support for this as well. But sir, I'm going to come to a very important question, and that is having international squash tournaments in Pakistan. It's not just great for the country, but the exposure you're giving to our young players is something really huge.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like the way after we took over and we started working on the seniors, and we gradually realized that the juniors also needed some exposure. And later on, after we started taking their trials and we realized that they really do have the talent, they just needed some exposure. And that we started doing that. We started first training them here. And we have our coaches, like I must say that it was basically the vision of even the previous chief of the staff, the current chief of the staff, both the ex-president and the current president of Pakistan Squash Federation, and then the senior vice president, Pakistan Squash Federation. He also had the vision that we must work on the juniors and develop them, give them the required exposure so that they should perform, they should get the confidence, and you can see the results.
Right, sir. We have a long way to go still, but we've had a glorious history in squash. Now, because you talked about all these youngsters, you guys won the Asian Junior Squash Championship as well a while back. There are a lot of other tournaments coming up as well. So that means that we still have a glorious future ahead of us.
Yeah, definitely we do have. Like, you must understand that the Pakistani nation does have that talent. The only thing that we were lagging was that the international exposure. Had international games been conducted here in Pakistan, it would have been a very different scenario. But then we started facing bans on the international squash in Pakistan, and that basically somehow or the other negated us from progressing. But anyways, we are still doing that. And the way the junior players are progressing, we, like the senior vice president, Pakistan Squash Federation also has got the vision that the junior players should go to Egypt and have a training camp, and they should have some more exposure of playing with the Egyptian players also. And that would, alhamdulillah, inshallah, it is going to improve them further.
Right, sir, I know about these youngsters as well. It was great to see. I just saw a match between our two young girls as well. That means that we're getting support and obviously we're getting interest in both segments of the society in Pakistan. because these young girls I saw from Pakistan were absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they are, no doubt. And it's a good aspect that Pakistan Squash Federation is not only focusing on the male players, but we are also focusing on women. That's why we keep on conducting international women tournaments also. And they also go abroad for participation in different events. That's why you are seeing them in action. And I must say that Madina Zafar and Faiza Zafar, they have improved, and for the first time in their history of squash, they have been within top 100. Now Madina is in 70s, so is Faiza also. So it means they do have the talent and they will improve further, inshallah.
Congratulations to you once again, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right now I have with me a player who's all the way here from Switzerland. Cindy just won her game as well, and she's going to be talking to us as well. Cindy, first of all, congratulations to you. You won your game.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel to be part of this tournament and in Pakistan?
First of all, the tournament is great. The organization is so well done. So congratulations to all that work here and organize it. It's great to be in Pakistan. It's my first time here. So I feel very secure, safe, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country, and I didn't actually know coming here. I didn't know what to expect. So it's a beautiful country. It's clean, it's green, well, at least where we are. So I love it. It's good.
Right. What do you think about the tournament in general? The players who are coming from all over the world, it's a good amount of experience.
It is. It's very, also a lot of Pakistanis. I've never met them. I've never seen them. It's good to see is that there are many women playing for Pakistan, unlike Switzerland, but it's very nice.
What is the exposure like? What are the tournaments like in Switzerland?
Well, we only have one, maybe two big tournaments, PSA, so there's nothing much going on. It's not very popular in Switzerland. Unlike here, it seems like you have a lot of players, especially the history, of Pakistan is great. Switzerland, it's a bit smaller, I guess.
Right, and it's good to play against international players because obviously it does a lot to your game as well.
It does. It helps me a lot to improve the experience. Traveling all around is really good for myself.
And tell me about the fitness routine of a squash player and the diet as well, because I want to know this, because the way you guys perform is absolutely amazing.
My diet is pretty straight. I eat what I want. I just make sure it's healthy. I don't have like special regulations or anything. And fitness work is a lot. You have to do a lot. You move quick. You have to move for a long time. You have to be fast and so on. So it was a lot of work.
And it's about mental toughness as well, because injury would be there, and to come back from the injury is very important.
It's if you get injured, you always have it in your head. So that's a big mental part of it. You're scared, you always think about it, but you just have to manage shutting this off and trying to carry on and get your safety back.
Right, and Cindy, before we just say bye-bye, I'm going to have you say, if you can look in the camera and say Pakistan Zindabad.
Pakistan Zindabad.
Right, thank you. Thank you very much, Cindy. Congratulations. Now we've got the star of Pakistan, the real champion here at home, and he's obviously winning laurels at the international stage as well. We have Mr. Farhan Mehboob. Farhan, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Right, Farhan, how do you feel now being part of this tournament? You've already been the Asian champion, the national champion, but now we're seeing some great players coming to Pakistan.
Yeah, this is a good thing because after a long time we can see a lot of players here to participate in good tournaments in Pakistan. So this is a good opportunity for us because if we're playing a lot of tournaments in Pakistan or international, so that are good things for us because our rankings are improving day by day. So Pakistan needs more tournaments to provide the international player in here. So this is the main things because we are using like 3 years ban in Pakistan. So nobody can come in Pakistan to play in any international tournaments here.
Well, another important aspect of having tournaments in Pakistan was about the facilities here as well. We must say, mashallah, now we've got enough facilities that we can really produce some great players.
Every single player are happy after the tournaments because there's a lot of facilities. Each players, the players are happy here. The accommodation, the security, everything is perfect here. So they are enjoying here and they love to come next time to in Pakistan to participate in any tournaments in Pakistan because Pakistan are the safest countries. We can talk about the pieces and they love to come here and participating in the tournaments. So this is the main thing.
And what about for you? What is your next journey now? Where do you see yourself next after this tournament?
Recently I played this tournament and after this there's another tournament like Serena Hawaii International Tournaments, and then my future planning is they're playing Asian Championship, Asian Games, and then after any international tournament out of the world, so that I improved my ranking because I need to, in 2009, I need to be in top 10 or top 20 inshallah soon.
Right.
So this is my goals.
Right, inshallah. Thank you very much,
Thank you
Farhan.
so
You're a
much,
real
inshallah.
champion for
Yeah,
Pakistan.
inshallah.
Now I have a gentleman who's involved in all of these training activities of squash, and I think that's the real backbone of squash in Pakistan right now. I have Air Commodore Aftab. Sir, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Right, sir, you have the most important job, and I would like you to highlight that to the viewers as well, and tell me about what facilities we're giving to our players right now.
First of all, I'm Director Academies of Pakistan Squash Federation, setting up the academies in the different cities. And in the same chain, one academy is about to be inaugurated. Everything has been done. In the Liaquat Bagh, it will be Mujahid Anwar Khan Squash Academy. Peshawar, we already have. This is the National PNSA, Pakistan National Squash Academy. A small bit of training goes in the Abbas also, which has not been established. And Karachi is been looked after by Mr. Jahangir Khan. And so these are the academies we are running. You have seen over here today is a tournament is going on. That's why you are not seeing the training of the players. We have started focusing mostly on the junior players for the last year and a half. And in between, we are taking along the good senior players also along with us. And they are, mashallah, they are doing fairly okay. And in the last, I think, a year and some 4 or 5 months, you must have seen the junior development, almost 30 gold and so many silvers and the bronze they have earned. And the glaring thing is that they won the Asian Junior after so many years in Chennai, got the 3 of the title out of the 4 on the offer. 4th one was the silver. So they got to the final of all the 4 categories. And then we went to the US Open. They both got, 2 of our players got to the finals. Then to the Scottish Open, the 2 got the gold over there, and the British Junior then. All important British Junior. 2 guys out of the contingent of only 10, whereas the Egyptians were so many. 2 got to the semi-final and 1 got to the quarter-final. I've got a very high standard, and the people have got high standard because of the Jahangir, Jansher, Kamar Zaman. And I'm also no different. But, you know, one has to be realistic. I'm very satisfied as far as that was concerned. Because, you know, suddenly you just cannot jump to become a world champion like Jahangir, Jansher were. So it will take time. So for that, the efforts are going on, okay? So we are making juniors play so many tournaments all around the world. And inshallah ta'ala, it will take time. One has to be patient. They have to get to the pro circuit, get to the senior level, and then start performing 5,000, 10,000 tournaments. In the meantime, Tayyib Aslam, Asim, these are the mashallah, they're doing well.
And on the women's side as well, sir, we're seeing a lot of talent from this side as well.
Women's side, of course. And you know, this is it's a natural. If you compare us with our foreigners, the ladies, they're different. I mean, they have got so much of huge confidence level. You know, their culture is different, you know. So there are so many handicaps with our ladies. You'll accept that, you see. So because of that, you know, the cultural demand, the parents' restriction, so many things. So whatever we get is the bonus. And inshallah, the 2-3 girls are doing fairly well. And I hope they get to the top level in the world, ranking somewhere in the 30s or 20s in the coming years. So that is what is we all hope. And we are, from our side, from the Air Force side, there's no slackening. The best of the best, training, the coaching, the food, equipment, we are providing every single thing. And then, you know, on 13th of this April, 6 of our junior players, different age categories, along with a coach, are leaving for Egypt. So just want to show the world what special the Egypt is doing. Although our coaches are very good. But let's see, it's always a good experience. They will stay for a month and a half. And if the experience is good, we'll keep doing these things. I mean, making the people go to Egypt, England, playing the leagues. It's always good. You may give them very good training.
International exposure.
Yeah, but if they don't play with a very good, tough opponents, so you know, they don't gain that much. Even if you keep doing training with even maybe Jahangir Khan, if they don't play the matches, they will have a problem.
Match practice is very important.
That's very important.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been great learning from your experience, and we wish you the very best, and obviously congratulate you as well on such a huge success as well, sir. Thank you. Right now, I've got Pakistan #1, the real champion of Pakistan, Tayyib Aslam, with me, and I'm going to talk to him about his game. He just won his first game as well, and I'm going to ask him about the tournament as well. Tayyib, assalamu alaikum. Tayyib, how was your match first of all, and who was it against?
It was good. I was playing with the Spanish guy. He's higher ranking than me, so it's really good, yeah.
What is the difference between us and these international players? We understand there's a difference between the game we play and them as well.
Yeah, we have the talent, but we don't have a program. So we need to write programs. So we need to do something about our programs. Yeah.
And it's very important to have tournaments like this so international players come and you're playing against them, a lot of exposure for you as well.
Yeah, of course the international tournament was banned for in Pakistan, but they open for us. It's good for us, especially for the Pakistanis. So easy to play the home crowd and the home courts.
And we've had a great era with Jahangir Khan and Jansher Khan, and after a huge gap, now you guys are coming up. So you do feel that you can bring same amount of laurels for Pakistan as well?
Yeah, sure. I have a potential. I told you already we have the talent, but we need a program. So let's see after 5 to 6 years.
And how's the tournament so far? How do you see the tournament?
It was a great tournament, even not in the Pakistan, in the world. So we need more tournaments in Pakistan.
Right.
So if they
support you, you can have more tournaments as well. Right, thank you very much, and congratulations and best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right, that's it from this very special edition of Sports Extra. We've brought you the international squash tournaments happening in Pakistan. We've brought you the players as well who are here from all over the world in Pakistan. They told us that Pakistan is a great place. They're enjoying tournaments like this. But most of all, we saw our real champions as well who are ready to bring back the glorious history that once we had for world squash. And now these are the real champions who are ready to bring international events and obviously international medals to Pakistan. They're already doing that. They're champions of the game, and now they're ready to even bring more international level of squash, level of experience, and of course, a lot of laurels for Pakistan as well. We have the facilities. We also talked about different academies and different facilities being provided by Pakistan Squash Federation, Pakistan Air Force supporting them, Serena Hotels powering them as well. So all in all, we're installed for a great future history for squash as well. That's it from me and the entire team. It's goodbye for now.